Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the best soccer facility in the United States and the best of its size anywhere in the world, Red Bull Arena. My name is Steve Cangelosi. I'm the MC for today's event, the voice of the New York Red Bulls on MSG. Thank you so much for coming out this afternoon, especially those who have traveled from across the Atlantic to be here for what is a pretty special day for the league and this team. Today, it's a press conference to introduce the Red Bulls' new designated player, Thierry Henry. On my left are the Red Bulls head coach, Hans Backe, the Red Bulls general manager and sporting director, Eric Soler, new forward Thierry Henry, the head of Red Bull Global Soccer, Dietmar Beiersdorfer, and of course, the MLS commissioner, Don Garber, is all the way on the opposite side. Today marks the arrival of a great goal scorer and simply one of the great players the world has known for the past decade and a half. A World Cup champion, a tremendous player, whether it be for his club teams in England, Spain, his national team, France. It took commitment and hard work from many people in the room to make this day possible. We want to get some words from each of the dignitaries here today. We're going to start, again, Red Bull Global Soccer Director, Dietmar Beiersdorfer.
Thank you very much. To everybody, a warm welcome to our Red Bull Arena. So it's an amazing moment for our club, for the New York Red Bulls, and we are really excited, really happy, and most of all proud to have a personality, first of all personality and player like Thierry in our club, in our team. And so welcome, Thierry. It's really an amazing moment for us, and I would like to give my thanks to them who worked on this transfer, the people from Austria, especially for sure our owner, Mr. Mateschitz, and all the other people who worked on this deal. And I also would like to thank Barcelona for giving us a hand bringing Thierry to New York. So we are really excited, and thank you very much. For this transfer we worked now a long time, Thierry, I think. It was a few years. It was also started before my time, so I also only finished it with our other people in the club, and we are really happy. Have a good time with us, successful time, good time with your family. We wish you all the best here in New York in our club, and we are really happy and proud to have you here. Thank you. Thank you very much, Thierry.
The gentleman seated second to your right was asked this week to sum up today's signing. And he said simply, when you make a promise to the fans, you keep it. Eric Soler is in his first season as Red Bull's general manager and sporting director, a former national team player himself for Norway. He now has the goal of building a winner and getting the best players in the world here to New York and New Jersey. Eric Soler.
Thank you. I also, first and foremost, Thierry, warm welcome to our club.
Thank you.
I am very certain that you will have a great time here. We already have a sensible team in place for you. We are the number 2 in the Eastern Conference. That's a good accomplishment so far. We hope to be able to go further than that. And I want to thank my boss, Didi. I also want to thank, of course, our owner, Mr. Mateschitz, who have made this possible, and the whole team, the whole crew here in New York, who have made this transfer possibility, and especially Eric Stover, our managing director. He's done a great job, been involved in this long time before I was on board, so thank you, Eric. And also we are very, very certain that Thierry will be able to help us continuing a positive trend with all his skills and all that he can bring with him. For me, the most important thing when I met Thierry over the last period of time is his personal qualities, the fact that he's a guy with an enormous history of success, still with both feet, not when he's playing, I hope, but apart from that, both feet on the ground, a solid personality, and that's really needed when you bring in a major star to a club like this. So we had a new stadium, as you're in now. It's a fantastic thing. We now have the star player to play in the stadium. He'll play in a good team, and he'll be able to help us continuing. And we want to be the biggest, best franchise in the history of soccer in this country, and we are very, very certain that we'll get there one day, hopefully not too far in the future. Thank you all for coming. It's a big, big moment for myself, for the club, for New York, and for everybody that loves soccer. Thank you.
Eric mentioned second place. With a win Saturday night, New York can take first place in the Eastern Conference table, and a big reason for this transformation of worst to possibly first in MLS in less than a year is the head coach. As a one-time assistant at Manchester City, he is aware of Thierry Henry's legacy in the English Premiership. He's now entrusted with getting the most out of a very special player stateside. The head coach of the Red Bulls is Hans Backe.
Thanks. Yes, welcome, Thierry. We have signed an outstanding football player. I still say football and not soccer. I stick with that. I would rate him probably, if you look at the Premiership, top 10 ever in the Premiership as a striker. Outstanding personality, outstanding character, and it will lift our game. It will lift our players, definitely. And I can assure you it is a hungry Henry who is coming. It's not as many talking about coming to the MLS and just finish your career. He's signed for 4.5 years, and he's very, very, very hungry to get the first championship for Red Bulls. As a coach, of course, I'm very happy to get that kind of quality players into the team. And when I have all the board here, we need a couple of more, and then we will win the cup for sure. If not this year,
he's
next
already
year.
sweating.
Okay, but it's very, very exciting, and he has, as I said, an outstanding record, and it's very, very exciting to have him on the pitch. Even in every training, he's a competitive player, very, very competitive. So it's top class for me and all the players and the club. So once again, much welcome.
Thank you.
Last year, Don Garber celebrated his 10th anniversary as MLS commissioner, and those of us who've covered the game in the media spent a lot of time discussing the issues that he was confronted with in that decade, and it seemed like so much of it had to do with construction of stadiums, including this one, and expansion, things that didn't necessarily have to do with the game itself. But maybe the challenges over the next 10 years deals first and foremost with simply this, the game on the field, and making it the best it can be, and the quality of play first and foremost. Commissioner of MLS, Don Garber, welcome.
Thank you very much, Steve. And again, we've said this so many times over the last couple of years, and it's a very positive statement about the sport and where it's going, that this is another very historic day for soccer in America. It's a very memorable moment in the history of Major League Soccer as we welcome one of the great players in our history to our league, to our shores, to help us on this quest to continue to build a soccer nation in our country. So Thierry, on behalf of all of our fans, first and foremost, all of our players, the owners of our teams, our business partners, everybody who loves the game, welcome to Major League Soccer. Welcome to this quest to build the sport. We couldn't be more excited than having you join us on this journey that we have to continue to create a country that truly loves and believes in the